In today's video, we're going to talk about how you can effectively navigate office politics. So I'll be sharing some tips with you on how to do this at work. So make sure you stay till the end so that you get all the tips and you get the right perspective about office politics and you know how to do it just well. Hello, my name is Oyinka Kimadi, and in today's conversation, we're going to talk about how you can effectively navigate office politics. Office politics helps you get ahead, but doing it right is important to actually get the best out of it. So let's get into this. I shared the risks and benefits of participating in office politics. So if you're interested in watching that video, I'll put the link up here, or it'll probably be in the description below. So go check it out. But I'll mention two here just for the purpose of this video. The first reason is that being politically connected at work would help you and give you influence. It will give you influence with the powers that be. It will give you influence with decision makers. It will also give you access to people that have information if you do it right. The second reason is because you would have people speaking for you when you're not there. In other words, you're going to have advocates that would speak for you, speak for your projects, because you're already connected with these people. And if you're using your networks properly, you've already connected with these people on projects. You've already, discussed with them on things that are necessary, and just find out all the information that would help you get ahead at work. So yes, it helps, it gives you influence, and you get advocates that will speak for you and for your projects and for your ideas when you're not there. So those are two main reasons why I really believe you should be involved in the office politics. It is not a bad thing. It is not a negative thing if you do it with the right motive and if you do it in the right way. So that is why you should listen to this video up until the end, because I will share some tips with you. So how do you navigate office politics? I did some research. I'm not just talking from the top of my head. So I've got my notes and I did some research and I'm going to share it with you. It's broadly divided into two things that you have to consider when you're talking about office politics. The first is your motive and the second is your method. Your motive has to be right. Look, there's a lot of connotation with office politics that is negative. Everybody thinks it's about gossip, it's dirty, and you see people really running away from wanting to participate in office politics. But that isn't really a smart move in my own opinion, because you need to get to know people. You need to relate with people to understand what they need, how they need it, how they want to see it done. Those little nuances that can be pretty powerful if you include them in your work or whatever that is that you do. So participating in office politics is not dirty if you have the right motive and if you do it the right way. So before I talk about some things I want you to consider, it is important though that you're performing very well. It is important that you're at the top of your game. That means you're performing excellently, you're sharing your expertise boldly and confidently so that people can see the value you bring, so that you can earn the respect of everyone and you can be credible, so that as you connect with people, they're not thinking, oh, you just want to curry favor. They're really actually looking forward to connecting with you, to sharing ideas with you, to discussing things with you. So being a high performer makes it much more easier for you to navigate office politics without looking like it's something that is negative. There are many great tips and many great suggestions out there. So you should go read and do your own research. Like I said, I have my notes that I'm sharing with you today. First tip I have for you is to have a broad approach. Do not just be super selective about the people you connect with. You want to have a broad approach. There is value in knowing the decision makers. There's also value in knowing the people that are under you, giving you information as they come, like the real raw data or the real raw information that would help you. So do not just restrict your office politicking to the chief executives and ignore your peers and ignore your direct report. That would look very bad, and really it's not a very smart thing to do. You want to have a broad approach where you're actually connecting with everyone, but knowing how you're connecting and knowing what you're getting from each person really matters. Now, the second tip I have for you is to understand the people you're connecting with. Don't just go about, knocking on people's doors or chit-chatting without being intentional about it. Here's one way I'm going to suggest that you can use to help you connect better with the people at work. And that is to understand their personalities. And I tend to use the big 5 personality traits when I interact with people, because I know them off of hand and I'm going to just share it with you briefly. It's called the OCEAN. That's an acronym for it. OCEAN. That's OCEAN. O stands for openness. C stands for conscientiousness. A stands for extroversion. A stands for agreeableness. And N stands for neuroticism. Now, there is no good or bad personality amongst these five, but different people fall on different spectrums. So understanding where they fall helps you relate with them better, understand how to approach them, when to back off, when to push in, how to present your case. It just helps you communicate with them better. And as you all know very well, the communication is key in networking. Then the third tip I'm going to tell you is to be strategic when you speak. It's important that when you're communicating with people, it's not to gossip. It's not to talk bad about someone or someone else's project. Really, it's to get the information you need. It's to convince people of your ideas. It's to get feedback from people that you can include in whatever work or project that you are doing. Your communication with people should be strategic. It should be for a purpose that is positive and that is helpful to you. So be strategic and be smart when you speak. Avoid talking or venting someone else's bad work, right? If you want to give a feedback to someone, give them the feedback, but don't go about behind people's back and talking bad about them. That doesn't look good on you. It will make people dislike you and distrust you. So I hope with these three tips, you'll find it easier to navigate office politics. That is, the first one again is having a broad approach, reaching out to people above you on the same level as you and those that report to you. Making sure you understand people's personality so that when you communicate with them, it is effective. And making sure that when you're communicating with those people, you're strategic and you're intentional about what you say and how you say it. You're not using it to pull somebody else down, but you're using it in a positive and a productive way. So let me know what you think about office politics. Is this something that you're engaged in? Is this something you want to improve, or is this something you want to step back on? So leave that in the comment below. And please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so you know when I upload new content that will be useful to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video.